Okay, so now we finally have the motor out. And here it is. It does appear to look pretty daggum dirty. Not that I can say that it's seen its wilder days. There is a part of the tag. I don't know if you can maybe try to read it out. Actually, a piece of it fell off in the fan, but I couldn't find it. There are the conductors there. We'll get to that here in a minute. Let's get this thing apart. Look at the inside. Sorry about that. I'll get to where y'all can see it. These motors are difficult to get apart. There's a way to separate the halves. You see this little groove here in the middle? Just take you a flathead screwdriver. And just, if you have a small hammer, just give it a good tap. Just work your way around it. Well, okay. Well, we finally got it apart. Let's do the same. Let's go ahead and take this off. Take care of that here in a minute. Sorry folks, I think I'm going to have to edit this. Okay, so we finally have the motor taken apart here. Here's the armature. I'm looking at the field windings here. Everything appears to be good and stick together. I don't see any loose windings or any burn marks or anything in particular. The most that I'm concerned about is the slight darkening of the coils. Now that could have something to do with the coating of the varnish being used over time, or it could be dirt or dust. Carson, maybe you can help me out on this. But I have tested the fan. The fan does run, works very well. It's a little slower on the low speed than usual. But that's exactly the way the others were. Here's the inside of the housing here. And Look at those bearings. They don't appear to be, they're not particularly too dry, and you can see the material for absorption of the oil in the oil wick. And there, that was the front part. The front part of the motor was a little hard to get off, so I had to work with that for a little bit. Here is the rotor shaft. Yep, this is gonna need some cleaning too. Basically, what I'll do is that I'll just hit this down with a steel wool pad. Get this good and cleaned up. Doesn't look too bad for a rotor shaft. Those are the washers. Actually, they appear to be a bit different from the insulating washers from my first two. But I think that all this needs is just a good cleaning. Unfortunately, you see the little washer in there. As I was getting this loose from the front housing here, that broke off. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that off and try to get that replaced. Here's the conductors here. I think these look to be in pretty good shape. So let's flip that over and have a look at the other side. Yep, just as I thought. The thing is basically caked up in dust and dirt. It's a wonder the thing was still even running at all. But I'll just have to knock all this down, and I'll very gently clean it down with a very light brush. And maybe I'll look into it about varnishing the coils. I'll put the camera in to where you can have a better, closer look at it. It still has the Kapton tape. It's still intact. See if I can try to clean this down to where we can have a better look at the coil windings.